Hi, welcome back to Tania's Truth Talk on the Harpreet Singh Show. We were just earlier before the break talking with Angelos Kyriakides, and we're about to get into his wonderful, amazing story of redemption. So, Angelos, you were just getting into how literally you were a thug, a drug dealer, a gang affiliate. You were trying to get into a motorcycle gang. You were just like wanting to live the life of the baller and really, what a lot of young kids today are now thinking as or defining as success.
Yeah.
Success is power, money, street respect.
Yeah.
But you realized that is not what you wanted. You were getting to a point you realized that wasn't what you wanted, and you turned to God.
Yeah.
So let's get into how you actually came about and you
Yeah.
gave your life to Jesus, and then tell me a little bit about the work that you're doing now.
Sure. Yeah. Well, long story short, like I said, I was doing a lot of drugs, and the drugs started to take a toll on my mind.
Okay.
I ended up dealing with a lot of obsessive anxiety.
Right.
And it got to the point where it was so much that I couldn't handle it. And I broke down, and I started crying all the time. Like I cried to my mother, I cried to my doctor.
So
I cried
here's this
to
big tough guy thug that breaks down, he's crying
and
to
that was
mom.
the beginning of my transformation, how I became a very angry, out loud, violent person, and I'm the person that I am today, which is completely the opposite. I'm like you said, I'm kind of gentle and stuff.
You are, yeah.
So when I was breaking down, God allowed me to go through some really hardcore suffering, like torment, mental torment. And I ended up in the hospital.
Okay.
And in the hospital, I realized, strictly about 2 weeks before I was in the hospital, I realized that the drugs were taking a toll on my mind, so I quit doing drugs.
Right.
Quit doing cocaine, quit doing marijuana, everything. And that was the second thing that led to me changing.
Right.
So I ended up in the hospital, and this is where God had me, where He wanted me to be. I was broken. I was empty. I didn't know what to do. I had no life. I thought I was going to be in a mental hospital the rest of my life. And I was done.
And it's ironic you say that, because I believe in my opinion, God allows things like that to happen because it's in our time of brokenness that we draw near to Him. Because when things are going our way, we forget about Him.
Why would we?
But it's when we're broken, it's like that's when we cry out to God.
And then and God allowed those things to happen to me so that I would be in a place where I would forget the world and just focus on God.
Yes.
And so I was basically in the hospital, and I started praying, and I just got this sense in my heart and mind that God wanted me to serve Him, that God wanted me to, He had me where He wanted me to be, and that from now on I was going to be a servant of God.
Right.
That I was going to stop serving the devil, which I was doing before, not like satanically, but I was doing a lot of things that were evil, and I was worshiping the devil in my actions.
Right.
But I was in the hospital, and I decided to serve God. And within a week, my friend brought a pastor in to see me, and I accepted Jesus into my heart. And when the pastor was saying, okay, pray this prayer, and he was telling me what the prayer was, I was praying it in my mind. And every time he would say something, I would agree with it in my mind.
Right.
And after he said what the prayer was, I agreed with it, and I felt the Spirit of God enter my body.
Yes.
And that was the time when I realized, okay, it's time for a change now.
So then you started to hate
God.
the things you love and love the things you hated.
Yeah.
It's funny how God does that,
Yeah.
because when you accept His Holy Spirit to come inside and dwell in you, it's not like you really have to work at it.
Yeah.
You just naturally start not liking the things that you used to do because you have that conviction.
Yeah, He changes your desires.
Yeah, exactly. So, you are one of the chief evangelists.
Right.
And you have this ability to go out like on Commercial Drive, East Hastings, and you're reaching out to people that are hardcore into criminal lifestyles.
Yeah.
And you have this ability to just approach people and they accept you, and you're working a lot with First Nations. Can you tell me more about the work that you're doing now with the youth?
Well, I work with an organization called Vancouver Urban Ministries in East Vancouver, and I'm the youth director, and I basically do outreach at Broadway Station with the First Nations that are at Commercial Drive area, and it's tough because those guys deal with some serious problems that a lot of us don't have to deal with. but they're beautiful people, and so I've been doing outreach for a while now, and we have our own youth group that we've amassed over the last year or so.
Right.
And basically, we do Bible studies, we go paintballing, laser tagging,
Yeah.
we go on monthly outings, and we have a weekly Bible study that we do.
You are investing your love and your time, and you have such a passion for
Yeah.
these people where, you know, I see you bringing them to church. You do take them paintballing. You teach growth group Bible studies in your
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
You are hands-on, frontline.
Yeah.
And there's been some talk. I mean, I was just with you last night, and there's some talk about this dream that you have of opening
Yeah.
a drop-in center, which is
Yeah.
actually going to happen, God
Hopefully,
willing.
yes. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Tell me more about your plan for that.
Well, for the past 5-6 years, we've been praying in East Vancouver for a drop-in center for the youth.
Right.
To hang out at Broadway Station and just in that general neighborhood. And
Yes.
looks like, you know, we've been meeting with people over the last little while, and looks like hopefully it's going to materialize soon.
Right.
Yeah. I also have another ministry called Word on the Street, where it's a Christian hip hop ministry.
Yes.
And basically we do hip hop outreaches downtown on Granville.
And what is the name of your website?
It's www.wordonthestreet, and the is spelled THA.
Okay, word
So-
on that street, like
yeah.
the slang.
Yes.
Okay, and you're
Dot
a
org,
you're a
yeah.
.org.
Yeah.
And you're a hip hop artist.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I put you on the spot right now and ask you to spit something out?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Show us what you got. And something you wrote?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So tell me, who was deceived? Is it you or is it me? Can you truly see the truth about eternity? Is life strictly about just serving me? Or is there somebody greater than what we see with our eyes? Lies wait and lie for you to open your mind. So be careful what you label divine. Satan comes cloaked in an angel's disguise, giving tasty treats, but it's poisonous, guys. I've tasted it all, but was never satisfied till I answered the call of a voice from the heavenly halls. Y'all need to listen up. I hate to be abrupt, but this is serious stuff. You may not like my view, but don't let that jade you from the fact that it might be true.
You wrote that.
Yeah.
That is so inspirational. And you know, we need to get more hip hop music out that has good lyrics in it
Yeah, yeah.
than the stuff and the garbage that is out there today.
Yeah.
Hey, so I've been to your hip hop concerts, and
Yeah.
you get amazing turnouts with kids that are just dancing and loving the music
Yeah.
that you write and that you rap, and it's so inspiring.
Yeah.
So if people want to find out more about your ministry
Yeah.
and your website, they can go to www.wordonthestreet.org.
Yeah.
Angelos, thank you so much for coming on the show.
You're welcome.
You're a true inspiration to me, and I'm certain you are to many, many
Yeah.
others.
Well,
So we're sitting here today with Angelos Kyriakides and his amazing story of redemption in Jesus Christ. Tune in next week for more of Tania's Truth Talk on the Harpreet Singh Show.